All right, welcome to the shop again. Got a new tool out here. Came in UPS this afternoon after I got home from work. Here it is. Name of it. It's the Woodpecker's Exact 90 miter gauge. And those are some bold statements right there, an exact 90 degree. I've struggled with getting 90s and making things square, or at least getting true 90s on my bigger pieces of flat work, whether it be cutting drawers or shelves or anything like that. And the deeper it is, the harder of a time I had to controlling this whole thing. I don't have a problem getting one straight edge with the joiner, right? But after that, boy, I felt like I was chasing my tail trying to get things straight and square. So I saw a review on this and I wanted to try it out. So the price was reasonable for what it says it can do, and for what I need, the price was reasonable. If this thing will do what it says it does, then I think I'm going to be in good shape. But basically, it's a miter gauge. It's got an adjustable fence. I don't know if you can see that. So the fence is adjustable, right? Goes out to, I think I had 45 inches. 45 inches right there, and it's got a stop on it. Okay. Adjustable fence. It comes with a stop. Stop is unique on this. Let me bring the camera a little closer. Check this out. So that stop, and I don't know if I can zoom in, but that stop is adjustable. All you do is turn that knob. I'm sure you can see that moving, right? That's a nice feature right there. The stop locks in real nice to the T-track on top. You know what I mean? It's got that profile there to fit right in the T-track, take up any slop in there once it gets tight. Okay, I mean, it's not even tight, but I don't have any slop in the track. I mean, there's slop because it's not tight, but once that thing gets tight, it's good. Okay, anyway, that's real nice. The adjustable fence is nice, goes out that far. So pretty easy to set up. Comes in the box, comes with all the parts. It's pretty self-explanatory. You will need, so if you get one of these and you're watching this video, before you even start, go grab a T15. And that is basically for these, okay? Especially these two on the miter gauge itself, right? In order to get them started with those T-nuts in the back, this is kind of a pain. But if you have this, it makes it a lot easier. So get yourself a T15. You'll see what I'm talking about when you go to put it together. So basically, again, it's an exact 90-degree miter gauge. It is adjustable. You can calibrate it. When it came, it was out of adjustment. I made a bunch of cuts. There's a method called the 5-cut method by William Ng, I think, and you can look that up on YouTube and see what that's all about. But I basically did that and started adjusting the fence. But once I got a good edge, I think I'm within 0.02 of an inch off between this point and that point on a piece of wood. So I'm comfortable with that. Anyway, this thing will get you to 90 degrees exactly. The other thing about this, check this out. Now I had and have still a really good miter gauge from Incra. And it's adjustable and I can get it out, but I won't do that just yet. Real nice. It would do exact 90s. The only problem is that the miter gauge that fits in the slot was short. So you couldn't get large panels in here, because then the miter gauge would just drop off the back of the saw and then it screws you. This thing's extra long. This thing with the with the sacrificial fence on there, 19.5 inches long. If you took that sacrificial fence off, you're going to gain almost another inch. So plenty of room for large panels, right? So you can pull this thing out. Let me show you what this thing's doing here. So on large panels with my Incra, I would pull it out, and as soon as I pulled it out, I would lose the left hand of this. It would just drop down. You'd go to push it in. It's hitting the table saw. It's hitting the fence. I mean, it's just ugly, right? So it would just drop down. This one's dropping down a little bit, but it's controllable, right? And I can pull this thing out, get a wide panel in there, and then feed it in there without it slamming into that. All because of this thing. This thing's pretty cool. Let me get a different shot at it. Basically, you put your plywood or your wood in there, right? And it would be close to, let's say I'm cutting right there. I'd put this on the edge. If I had to have this, I'd keep it a little bit further away. Okay? And what that does is it stops this miter gauge from dropping down because it's hitting the wood. So it's using that piece of wood, right? So it's not dropping down. My miter gauge is not dropping down up to that point. And it'll just go right up onto the table saw, and without even, I don't even feel that. Right? When that fence is going up on there, I don't feel that. Just a little bit, maybe. Right? That's nice right there. That was some good thought, because that was the problem I was having with my other one. And I couldn't do wide wide panels with it because of the miter gauge bar, whatever we want to call this thing. So this thing is the Woodpecker's Exact 90 miter gauge. I tested it out. I'm not going to bore you with all those details. I'll tell you what, it got it to 90 degrees. This thing cuts perfect. So for the amount of money I think I paid, oh boy, I won't even say. I'll try and put a link or something in when I do the video, when I edit it. So it was over 200. But anyway, this thing, simple to set up. And you go right to the factory within, I think I ordered it, today's Wednesday. I think I ordered it Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. I ordered it Saturday. So, not bad. If you got any questions, comments, like, subscribe, send me money, whatever you want to do. Just appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. All right, well, I forgot to mention one part of this. Let me clear that up now. So the miter gauge bar. All right, that's what we're going to call it. I'll call that the bar, this the fence. It has the option, if your table saw has the miter slot, if it's T-slotted, it comes with this bar. You can put these washers on there and it fits in that groove. That even gives it more stability when you pull it out. It's not flopping up on you. Here's the problem I have with this on my saw. If it does come up, if it does lift out of the T-slot or the slot, there's little springs that keep this thing, which is unique, and it's a great design. Don't get me wrong. It has these springs on the side. I don't know if they're just flat pieces of steel. I haven't really looked down in there, but they're just, there's about 1, 2, 3, I'm counting 5. 3, 4, 5 of them. Right? Can you see that? And if it lifts out, then I can't get it back in until I press in all the springs. So I have to bring it all the way back to the beginning of the slot and then push it in, and then these springs will go in. So, although a good design, great design, it does give me some problems. And I'm not sure how to fix that. And I don't think you can buy if you wanted to make something like this your own, I don't know if you can find a 24-inch. What is this thing? Man, that's 25.5 inches long. I don't think you can find these 25.5 inches long. Maybe you can, and make up your own table. I mean, I know you can find T-slots 25 inches long, 48 inches long. I get all that, but I don't know if you can find anything, a miter bar, that will do what this one's doing as far as taking up the slop in the miter slot itself. So not this long. I don't think you're going to find them this long. I'll go online, and now that I said that, and try and find something. But the other nice thing is woodpeckers, they do sell this, just the bar. So if you wanted to make something, you can get it from them. But again, the problem that I'm having, and I don't know how much of a problem it's going to be just yet, is when it comes out of the slot, those springs pop out. I can't get it back down until I back it all the way out and start from the very beginning. So I hope that makes sense. Other than that, this thing's pretty nice. Comes with a sacrificial fence. Comes with the stop. Comes with this. They called it something. Sacrificial fence. I don't know what it was called now. Sorry. Oh, flip stop. No, not flip stop. Yeah, no, not flip stop. Flop stop. That's what it's called. Flop stop. So, and that's this piece here. Kind of an interesting design or thought process, right? The mind is a pretty cool thing. Problem solving like that. But anyway, so like I said, I'll try and let me move the camera. I'll show you what I'm doing here with it. Now, so now that it's out of the slot, I can't just get it back in. So I got to start all the way from the beginning, keep it flush, and then all those springs slide right in there. Right there. So I don't know. I'm liking it. Hope you like the video. If you are considering something like this and you got any questions, just let me know. Thanks a lot.